FC Tulsa coming off the back of 3 straight 1-1 draws, and they're up against a Memphis 901 team unbeaten in their last 6 games. Blair Gavin will no doubt be keen to get all 3 points back at One Oak Field. Good evening everybody, welcome into a rainy One Oak Field. Dave Saunders and former professional Anna Beffer with you. And Anna, draws aren't disastrous, but at some stage you need to turn it into 3 points.
Dave, you're exactly right, and if you turn FC Tulsa's 6 draws so far this season into wins, you're looking at a very different team this season. And I think head coach Blair Gavin fully believes they have that ability. It's just so important for them to execute in both the little and big moments.
Now, 2 players to watch out for, both from the team of the week. Let's start with Memphis 901's Luis Fernando.
Luis Fernando has been a huge key for Memphis 901 FC. As you can see here, he has the ability to score goals, make things happen. He's contributed to goals in each of the club's last 5 league matches with 4 goals and 2 assists, and an unbelievable one there with a chip over top. But Dave, he just makes things happen, and something that FC Tulsa will really have to be aware of this evening.
They certainly will, and somebody who will be able to do that is the versatile FC Tulsa midfielder and defender, and that's Eric Bird.
Yeah, Eric Bird with an unbelievable goal here against Las Vegas, is able to make an impact from an offensive standpoint, but Dave, you mentioned it, he's such a great defender as well, very smart, breaks up play for FC Tulsa, and he's going to be very important tonight as they work to break up Memphis 901 FC's really dominant midfield. It'll be a great matchup between these two.
It's still raining here in Tulsa, but for this match presented by Bill Knight Ford, we will be back after the break, starting lineups, and of course your first half call, FC Tulsa versus Memphis 901 FC.
We hit. I told him I never tired yet. I told him that on the ride go hard. I told him all the time I'ma claim what is mine. That's the scratch and watch me shine. We hit.
As the world demands reliable,
low cost, low carbon energy,
Williams will be there
with the best transport,
storage and delivery solutions.
We make clean energy happen
by being the best-in-class operator
of the critical infrastructure
that supports a clean energy future.
Williams, we make clean energy happen.
Run like a startup. I think it's a remote mecca that's in the ground stages.
The city is genuinely welcoming of new people and new ideas.
If you're a full-time remote worker looking for something new, check out Tulsa's thriving community of more than 2,000 remote workers. Visit TulsaRemote.com to learn more about how you could receive $10,000 to move to Tulsa and apply now.
Today's match is brought to you by Bank of Oklahoma. We go above so you can go beyond. By Williams, we make clean energy happen. By Panera, the familiar made fantastic. And by Osage Casino Hotel, your place to play. Well, welcome into what is a rainy day here in Tulsa, in this game presented by Bill Knight Ford. And here are your Foxy Tacos lineup, starting with FC Tulsa. And Anna, yet another formation really. We think it's going to be a 4-1-4-1 tonight for Blair Gavin's FC Tulsa.
Yeah, Blair Gavin's kept opponents on their toes this season by offering multiple tactical looks. Eric Bird, as you see there, we talked about earlier in the pregame show, he had a goal against Las Vegas, but he's so versatile. You'll see him in that right back position. And then looking to go forward, DaCosta's one to look out for, number 10 in the middle. Really creative. Moses Dyer up top. Nelson in goal. A full, complete lineup for FC Tulsa, and hoping to make things happen and get them back in the win column.
As for their opponents tonight, the team in form, Memphis 901 FC. And we can pick out Aaron Malloy wearing number 6, the Irishman, the captain. He's somebody that needs to be stopped tonight, Anna.
Yeah, he is. He's one of those players where you just always have to be mindful of where he is on the field and just bolsters that midfield. That's something that makes this Memphis 901 FC team so special. They've been on an unbeaten streak and look to continue to improve on that tonight. You get a look here at Fernando, who we also talked about, 3 goals. He's another one that FC Tulsa's defense will have to be mindful of. This will be a really, really good matchup tonight, and FC Tulsa has their work cut out for them against this really quality Memphis 901 FC side.
FC Tulsa then coming off the back of 3 1-1 draws as you take another look at the misty and rainy FC Tulsa One Oak Field background. I say misty and rainy. The rain has at last relented. It is, if anything, just slight drizzle. There are Memphis 901 wearing their all-white kit. A place tonight for Philip Goodrum, the experienced striker, comes back into the team. And there's a look at Bill Hamid. And Milo Yosef for FC Tulsa will be plying his trade on the right-hand side. FC Tulsa wearing those black shirts, black shorts and black socks with their green numbers against Memphis 901, all in white. Memphis 901 will be playing from right to left on your screens, and they're going to kick off there with Laurent Kishidou. And away we go in this USL Championship match, the only one being played tonight. And Malloy on to the ball straight away, his Buckmaster. Back to Graham Smith and back to Bill Hamid. Carson von Steeg. FC Tulsa, I think, playing with just the one up top, Moses Dyer. In a 4-1-4-1. Tete with a bad first touch there. Ball spun out wide. There's Eric Bird, who's playing at right back tonight. And here's Colin Fernandez. Out to Marcus Epps. Moses Dyer on this wet surface. The ball is going to fizz across the surface tonight, Anna, and you know that might suit the players. Sometimes it's a nightmare for defenders, but it makes for a quicker game sometimes.
It does, and I think that will play into FC Tulsa's strategy. Is that one offside there? But with the way the ball moves when the ground's wet, you have to play a quick pace, and FC Tulsa has a lot of speed. They like to play fast, they like to keep hold of the ball, but it also tests your first touch. I think it's important. Both teams have to be mindful of that, and it'll be fun to watch the pace of this game continue to build with the wet surface.
Smith at the heart of the defence, long ball. The Bourgeois battling away there. Yosef just gets a flick on that header, not too much. Malloy brings it down, tidies up. Smith and Von Steeg have formed a pretty potent back line there. Not much gets past them. And then throw in Akeem Ward at left back and Reece Buckmaster and Bill Hamid. It's a very strong back five. Goodrum plays a first-time ball there. Rucci's there, goes back to the man all in red tonight, Michael Nelson. And it's all Memphis 901 at the moment with the ball. Jeremy Kelly sits alongside Aaron Malloy, the captain, in the midfield. Kisseadu. Kelly trying to thread the ball in. Tete gets that one away. And the referee said it's a handball. Well, let's have a look at the weather report. I've already mentioned it a couple of times. 60 degrees. There is a 20% chance of rain, but Anna, it's been pretty much rain all day today, isn't it, in Tulsa?
Yeah, Tulsa's definitely had their fair share of rain these last few days, but really the weather's perfect. It's a cool evening, and a few fans have made the trek out, so FC Tulsa with a decent crowd here with the weather considering.
And a decent ball to Marcus Epps now. Epps playing the ball into the area. Rucci's continued his run. Can he pull it back? It comes off the defender. Great run from Rucci up from left back, and FC Tulsa have the first corner of the game.
It's great from FC Tulsa because it's really against the run of play. It's been all Memphis 901 FC in these first few minutes. Epps gets up the wing. Rucci continuing that run, earns a corner kick opportunity. We'll get a quick look at it before we go back to the corner kick, but Rucci coming up all the way from defense.
Short corner into the box, flicked on and over the bar. The header was from Ritchie, who'd stayed up there, Moses Dyer, excuse me, and it's going to be a goal kick for the experienced Bill Hamid, wearing all yellow tonight. Ward. Yosef has fouled Ward. Let's have a look at the injury report. And Brila is still out for FC Tulsa, and absolutely nobody out at all for Stephen Glass, the coach of Memphis 901 FC, and that's what you want if you're the coach, a fully fit squad to pick from. Vom Steeg. Ward tried to make a run down the left-hand side. Vom Steeg goes back across the back four to Graham Smith. Buckmaster pushes forward on that right-hand side wherever possible. And in steps Colin Fernandez. Marlo Yosef's made a wonderful run here, but that's a great last-ditch tackle from Hakeem Ward or Anabefa. I think Yosef would have been in.
And Dave, I think those are the moments that we've talked about all season long from an FC Tulsa perspective of executing, and not only the little moments, but the big ones. And that was a great opportunity off of the counter. You intercept the ball in the midfield. You have numbers running forward, Yosef into space, and that ball just a step behind him. And it slows down the play completely, allows Memphis 901 FC to recover, and an opportunity missed. And those are the moments as we build into this game, and for FC Tulsa to put themselves in a position to get the 3 points, have to be clinical there.
Has just given the ball away, and that's exactly what you don't want when you're under pressure with the possession. Here's Eric Bird. Yosef again gives it away to Jeremy Kelly, all a bit rushed from the home side. Every man in a white shirt is looking very, very confident on the ball. Here's Malloy. Ferry seems to be sticking pretty close to Aaron Malloy, wearing 6. Lane Ferry has had a good start to the season, signed for North Texas SC. And here's DaCosta, tried to reverse ball to Yosef. DaCosta again, Kelly in with the tackle, Kelly with the foul. And FC Tulsa, when they get the ball, Hannah, need to possess the ball as we know they can. I mean, they're leading the league in passes, over 4,000 passes, which is incredible, isn't it? But you know, the last third is where they need to make those passes count, and up against a team like Memphis 901 FC, who've had a great start to this game, when you get the ball you cannot immediately give it away. No, you can't. You have to really take care of it and be thoughtful about your next pass, and FC Tulsa's proven this season that they can do that as DaCosta stands over. There's a header back across goal on the far post, and the referee said that there was an offside with the help of his assistant, and it will be all calmed down by Bill Hamid. 7 minutes gone here, 0-0. Thank you for joining us here locally in Tulsa on My 41 and also nationally on ESPN Plus. You're welcome whoever you support and wherever you're watching this game from. Downtown Tulsa, One Oak Field. FC Tulsa have had 1 win this season, and it came here against Loudoun United. 3-0. Foul. Goodrum goes down. Free kick. Rucci was the man to have been adjudged to have been slightly late on the challenge. There is Goodrum, who was a substitute in the last game. Aaron Malloy stands over the ball. There are 6 white shirts against the Tulsa back line there. Malloy then trying to get it over the top to the far post. Yosef with the header away. And there was a push on Yosef, and there will be a free kick to FC Tulsa. FC Tulsa with that 1 win, 3 defeats and 6 draws this season. I know that Blair Gavin, as they give the ball away here, we'll come back to that in a moment. Goodrum on his own in the area, great tackle from Tete. It had to be good But FC Tulsa made it a little bit too easy for Gudrun there.
Yeah, and Tete thankfully coming back and correcting his own mistake as Epps tearing down DaCosta. That pass just not able to find the runners in the middle. But Dave, you mentioned, you know, FC Tulsa's record thus far with the 1 win so far, and I don't know if that's completely indicative of the season that they've had. I mean, if you talk to head coach Blair Gavin, obviously you want more wins on your record so far. They have the 6 draws. We talked about how the margin of error is so thin.
Kisiadu with a shot well wide of the target, nothing with Nelson to do.
But with FC Tulsa, if they're able to flip the script a little bit and execute in those moments, we've talked about how important it is, not only in the bigger moments, but just every time you get the pass, get your head up. The little moments add up, and FC Tulsa has all the pieces there. Training's been really strong. And we mentioned it in the pregame show, but those 6 draws, you turn those into wins, and the USL Championship all of a sudden is talking about FC Tulsa. So it doesn't take much to really change the landscape of your season, but FC Tulsa, with a lot in front of them, still in a good position to reach their goals for the season.
Absolutely right, and still just 10 games in. Moses Dyer not able to get round Von Steeg. Kisiadu runs out of field, playing on the left-hand side as he does for Memphis 901 in Stephen Glass's team. Here's Eric Bird, who's pretty versatile. He's played in the central midfield, he's played at right back. Here's Dyer. Yosef goes ahead of him. Yosef in behind the defence. Yosef now twisting and turning. Can he get a shot on goal? Here's Moses Dyer. DaCosta. Epps now. Can he get onto his right foot? He certainly can, but he's shut down by Malloy in the end. Danger averted, and Pickering will play the ball long. And FC Tulsa trying to thread their way through, and just that final ball.
Right, I think FC Tulsa looking for that perfect shot there, and that's one where I think you release the ball quicker. A couple opportunities. Yosef made a really great run in behind, but credit Memphis 901 FC, compact very quickly. They recovered well and made it very difficult for FC Tulsa to get a clean shot off.
I think we've got a good game of football on our hands here. Both teams trying to possess the ball. You'd say that the lion's share of possession is definitely with the visitors from Memphis as they build again. Jeremy Kelly busy in the midfield with Aaron Malloy in the 4-2-3-1 formation. Buckmaster wide on the right, up from right back. Haven't seen too much of Luis Fernando, but he got involved there. Here's Kelly. Kisiadu, very versatile. Kisiadu has played wide on the left, but he's also coming up in areas in the middle. Kelly tries the little flick, trying to get a shot on goal. They do get a shot on goal. It's wide of the target, and it was Nita Pickering there with the shot, wearing the number 20 shirt. Wasn't too far wide, and they built very well again.
No, it wasn't. A really creative piece of play there from Jeremy Kelly behind the back, and Pickering's awaiting that initial touch away from pressure and a quick shot off. I think that was a bit closer than we think, and FC Tulsa fortunate to come away there as they try to rebuild out of the back.
12.5 minutes gone, it remains 0-0 as the world demands low-cost, low-carbon energy. Williams will be there with the best transport, storage and delivery solutions. Williams, we make clean energy happen. Here's the former Loudon man, Von Steeg. Smith going wide again to Reese Buckmaster now. Aaron Malloy in some space. Ball over the top. There's a header from Gudrun. Didn't quite get the angle right, but what an assist that would have been from the Irishman, Aaron Malloy. And you cannot give someone like him that space in the midfield.
No, you can't. When he has the time to pick his head up and find those passes, you can tell just by his distribution there that he absolutely has the technical ability to make things happen. And Aaron Malloy, with 29 chances, created a franchise record 10 assists last season. I mean, unbelievable player, creates opportunities all the time for Memphis 901 FC, and as you can see there, cannot give him that much time on the ball.
Yeah, he leads the USL Championship in chances created and crosses. He is again getting stuck in. He won't mind a night like this weather-wise coming from the Republic of Ireland. Eric Bird with over 150 USL career appearances now. Comes off Josef, and that will be a throw-in. Referee tonight is Mr. Kalou. Assistants are Zach McWhorter and Matt Trotter. The fourth official tonight, Brandon Query. And there is Akeem Ward wearing the number 14 shirt, throwing the ball in field and then clearing with his right foot up to the chest of Pickering. Sliding challenge from Bird. Just about gets it right. Josef, Tete. And now FC Tulsa want to try and keep the ball for a little while. Rucci playing at left back. Blake Gavin has experimented with different tactics against different opposition. Went with a back three and against Sacramento last time out with Rucci playing on the left of the three. Tonight's a flat back four, but it shows a coach that isn't afraid to switch things around depending on who he's playing.
Right, and to his credit, I mean, he's trying to utilize his personnel to its fullest, and if something's not working, he's changing it, and depending on who they're playing and the opposition's strengths, he's adjusting to that. And I think there's a fine balance if you want to play your game and you want to have your identity as a team, but it's fair to respect the opposition to a certain extent and be aware and ready for the strengths that they bring. And I think Blair Gavin's done a really great job so far this season. The results haven't come just yet, but FC Tulsa has been in every single game that they've played this season. They haven't really been completely outplayed. They've had a chance to win each game. And as Blair Gavin mentioned earlier this week, that momentum keeps building. From a results standpoint, on the outside looking in, you might not think so, but definitely within the team of FC Tulsa, they feel it and things are happening in a positive direction.
Ward with a lovely spin and turn. Here's Goodrum. Down goes Fernandez. Colin Fernandez gets the ball out for a corner. Goodrum wanted a handball from Fernandez, and now the referee said actually there was an offside, so it's going to be a free kick to FC Tulsa. Quite a lot going on there. Colin Fernandez, it was sliding in. We'll just see here. That's a great spin and turn from Akeem Ward, Anna.
It was. That acceleration there, a good diagonal run from Goodrum. Recovered from FC Tulsa. His initial run was the offside call, I believe, and FC Tulsa will restart here.
And I think you could clearly see that came off Colin Fernandez's back, not his arm. 0-0 it remains. 17 minutes gone here at a misty and damp One Oak Field. Blaine Ferry to Colin Fernandez. Now Rucci. Blaine Ferry again. And in steps Jeremy Kelly with a really good tackle. Now Fernando goes down and it's a free kick to the away side. Memphis 901 who beat Colorado Springs Switchbacks by 2-1. Before that they were in Hartford winning by 2-0, and before that a 1-1 draw with Lou City. They've just been on a great run, haven't lost in the last 6. They did lose their first 2 games of the season. Since then, they've either been drawing games or winning them. Throw in there as well the win over RGV, and they have a 3-2-3 record. Bradley Bouchois. Epps couldn't get control of the ball. Fernando. Throw into FC Tulsa on that far side. Given away again. Kelly. Trying to thread the ball through. Does thread it through to Goodrum. Goodrum pulls it back. It's a great pullback. Bird was there. Now Fernando. Can he get the ball from under his feet? No, Epps has stolen it away from him. Now Epps up to Da Costa. Da Costa gets a little bit lucky with his touch. Tries to get it through to Milo Yosef, and that's clearly a tactic that they've been looking for. But again, that's wonderful defending, and in fact he's got himself injured at Keane Ward, but certainly that's a tactic they're looking to put in Milo Yosef on that right hand side.
Right, DaCosta not able to execute on that pass there, but Memphis 901 FC did a great job trying to break up that play. Hopeful that he's okay after that last sequence of events, but Yosef into space, trying to peel away and create some space for him to run into on that wing. We'll get another look here at the replay. The build-up, you see DaCosta gets his head up, tries to find that run back, then just an awkward touch there. He goes down.
It's just one of those, isn't it, when that happens and only the player knows exactly what's happened there. Yosef sportingly shaking hands, having a good contest. Obviously, Yosef nowhere near the ball, but it's just one of those, isn't it, where the player comes down, maybe a twisted knee, but he looks to be okay, Keane Ward. He's a good player. He gets forward on that left-hand side, as does Buckmaster on the right. They're a very fluid team, aren't they, Memphis 901? And obviously you've got the likes of Jeremy Kelly and Aaron Malloy pulling the strings in midfield. They're all so very, very confident on the ball and know how to possess the ball.
They do, and they're very organized from the back and into the midfield. And when you have a team that's so strong in those areas, it gives the freedom up top to really make things happen. And I think that's where players like Fernando have really had opportunity going forward. When you have such strength in the midfield, whether it's defensively, as you've seen here, when they make a mistake, they recover, as that last play on Ward did, but they have just a great built-in system that allows players to get forward with freedom.
Malloy. Buckmaster now. High press from FC Tulsa. Long ball forward from Smith. Buddy Bourgeois. Good ball here to Moses Dyer. Dyer wants a shot. He does get a shot. Did it hit the leg of the defender? Yes, it did. Referee right there to say that it was a corner, and Moses Dyer with a good effort. It's worth it on the greasy surface to hit one low like that for the goalkeeper, isn't it?
Might as well take a chance in FC Tulsa with the high press there, trying to catch Memphis 901 FC off guard. A good quick first touch to get his body turned. A little bit off balance, but as you mentioned, Dave, in these conditions you never know what might happen, and there he earned his team a corner kick opportunity.
Second corner then. Milo Yosef has gone from right to left today. It's near post, headed away by Von Steeg. DaCosta will get it towards the back stick, and there is Bill Hamid safely catching that one and immediately bowls it out here to Luis Fernando down the left-hand side. Former Atlanta United 2 player lays it infield to Aaron Malloy. Fernando again, the top goal scorer. Just easy ball into Ward here. Bird with Ward. Ferry's come away with the ball there. Now here's DaCosta. Epps is running wide down the left-hand side. Milo Yosef, though, receives the ball now, bearing down on goal. Good ball into the box. Great save, Hamid. And there's Moses Dyer, who got a first shot and then a header towards goal. And credit the goalkeeper, because he's kept the score at 0-0. Beautiful move from FC Tulsa.
It really was, and we'll get another look here at the replay, but Yosef gets wide, but the initial run from Dyer going across pulls the defenders away, allowing Yosef to have a clean look for a cross, and then Dyer continues his run, gets the initial touch, but great defending, the recovery, Hamid, and then the clearance away from Buckmaster. But FC Tulsa will have another chance here off of a corner kick, as they've had more luck offensively, Dave.
23rd minute. DaCosta towards the back stick, headed down again and out. That one will be a goal kick. Be a part of FC Tulsa history and order your 2023 Route 66 or Interstate kit today. Pick yours up at the FC Tulsa team shop or order yours online at fctulsa.com/shop. Dave Saunders and Anna Beffer with you here on ESPN Plus and here locally in Tulsa on My 41, and there's a look at the former US men's team goalkeeper Bill Hamid, who made 8 appearances for the US men's team between 2012 and 2020. Experienced man, and his team, since he signed, have only lost once, and he doesn't let many goals in. He's had 2 clean sheets, 6 games in the USL, and was signed in March. Over 200 starts for DC United in the MLS. Just a top quality goalkeeper, Anna, to have in behind your quality defence.
Right, and the stats speak for themselves, and FC Tulsa hasn't really put too many opportunities where he's had to make a save so far in this game. He made a great save on that last sequence of play, but a good clearance from Buckmaster. That's going to be something FC Tulsa are going to need, quality to beat Hamid.
It's Moses Dyer, who got a little bang in the face, I think. He's just having some of the concussion protocols there, just checking that he's okay. Leading the line, the New Zealander. Scored the equalising goal in the 2-2 home draw with El Paso, and then another equaliser against Sacramento Republic, 1-1 last time out that FC Tulsa were here at One Oak Field. Referee's going to come over and get involved here just to check that the concussion protocols are in place. Quite sensibly, some time being taken here. Referee, I think, is going to ask if they can do this off the field. Of course, Moses Dyer will have to leave the field. There's Blair Gavin, who took over. Annabeth, your thoughts on Blair Gavin, you know, since he's taken over the reins?
I think he's done a really great job, and obviously, you know, from an FC Tulsa perspective, you want the results to be more indicative of the performance that they've had. They haven't been able to get as many wins as they'd like to, but we've talked about Blair Gavin's ability from a tactical standpoint to tweak things, try to put a quality 11 out there, and he's really confident in his personnel. He said week in and week out, they have the pieces, training is good, and it's the little moments that build up to it, and he just wants them to really have a cohesive, full 90 minutes where they can play their best game, and they just haven't had that yet, but he feels confident that it's coming. So I think FC Tulsa fans can put their faith in Blair Gavin, and he's done a great job so far.
Eric Bird into the back of Philip Goodrum. Free kick to Memphis 901, who, as we said, undefeated in the last 6. The run is the longest unbeaten streak in club history. Congratulations to them. Pickering had too much close attention from Bradley Bourgeois, so it'll be another free kick for the visitors, playing all in white, playing from right to left on your screen. There's Bradley Bourgeois, the captain, well liked by the home fans in his second spell with a Tulsa franchise. Of course, he was with the old Tulsa Roughnecks. Went to university here in Tulsa from 2012 to 2016. Line being held on the 18-yard line. Malloy. Smith gets a header, but he was climbing, says the referee, and FC Tulsa have defended those free kicks into the box pretty well, Anna.
They have, and those are chances where you don't always have to initially win the ball, but if you just do enough to knock the opponent off of the ball and not give them a clean look, sometimes that's all you need. And FC Tulsa has done a decent job. Their positioning has been solid, and Nelson has done a good job organizing the back line in those scenarios.
Jeremy Kelly is a very neat and tidy player in the midfield. Here's Malloy. Those two have formed a wonderful central midfield partnership. Here's Ward. Kiss you do. Smith now. Good ball out wide to Reese Buckmaster. Kiss you do. Passes keep coming here. Good possession from the away side. 0-0 the score. Fernando clipping the ball through. Goodrum is trying to get in behind the defence. Good defending from Tete. And then in the end, Blaine Ferry gets a tackle in. And Moses Dyer will go out wide to Marcus Epps. Kelly again, who broke up that FC Tulsa attack. Malloy to Goodrum. The referee said there was a clip from Colin Fernandez, and Goodrum's gone down holding his right shin. again, Anna, I just want to go back to previous to that foul, the way that when FC Tulsa had the ball, Jeremy Kelly did not like not having the ball, and he wins it back for Memphis 901. They're very quick as we take a look at the foul, but they're very quick at getting the ball back when they haven't got it.
You're exactly right, and I think that's something that makes Memphis 901 FC so tough to play against, is that mindset throughout each player on the field. As soon as you lose it, correct the mistake, immediately fix it, and you've seen that time and time and again throughout this match, and that's why it's so important for FC Tulsa to take care of the ball and keep possession, and they've done so well at that so far this season. But Memphis 901 FC so far this evening has made it difficult with their tenacity to win the ball back.
3 men on the far post. Brady Bourgeois only down to Kessier. Fernando tries to get it into Ronsteig, away by FC Tulsa, who survived that attack. Picked up here by Ward, who immediately goes infield to Aaron Malloy. Malloy clips a beautiful ball out wide to the right-hand side to Buckmaster. Malloy's continued his run forward. Great tackle from Eric Bird, and now FC Tulsa playing a little bit on the attack now. On the counter-attack, here's Epps. Milo Yosif's in there, good head from Ward. Ball was just loose, and there's Malloy again to foil the danger. Keshiadu tries to come away with it. Bird got a foot in, and then Blaine Ferry gets a good tackle in. It's glimpses at Bill Hamid's goal for the home team, and they're going to have to work hard to create clear-cut chances tonight. Here's Nelson clearing the ball from underneath his own bar. Epps gets a shoulder on that one. Ball loose again, and Hakeem Ward plays it forward only to the head of Bird. Bird gives it away to Malloy. Kissieadu. Malloy. Malloy finding another pocket of space here. Hakeem Ward. Clever ball from Malloy to Goodrum. Held off well though. Bradley Bourgeois tidies up for FC Tulsa. Here's Bird. DeCosta, surrounded by white shirts, does well. Almost gets Epps in, and Moses Dyer, but it goes all the way through to Bill Hamid. Unsurprisingly, Memphis 901 and are at 62% of possession, which is unusual because FC Tulsa are used to having most of the football in possession, aren't they?
They are, and I think Memphis 901 FC, especially in these last few minutes, I've noticed Malloy's found himself with a ton of space, and credit to his movement off the ball, but when they're able to pop off defenders that way and make it difficult to track in the midfield, they have more time on the ball, more time to get their head up and find that next pass, and that's something that FC Tulsa has had a tough time with this evening. And we talked about how good the visitors have been in getting the ball back quickly, but when they do so, the movement off the ball creates time for them, and it almost slows the game down and allows them to possess the ball better, and it shows so far in the statistics.
32 minutes gone. Alas, it stays 0-0. Buckmaster into the box. Brady Bourgeois with a sliding challenge away. Goodrum was right in behind him. Eric Bird in there with a challenge. Colin Fernandez will bring it away from his own 18-yard line. Ferry will play it out wide to Rucci. Jeremy Kelly again with a good turn away. Sliding challenge from Goodrum. Finishes up with Colin Fernandez. And again, FC Tulsa not able to keep the football. Jeremy Kelly spins away from a challenge from Moses Dyer. Epps flicks the ball on, looking for DeCosta. Malloy again stepping in with Kelly. Now Smith entering the FC Tulsa half. Buckmaster down the right-hand side. Malloy, first time ball to Kishidu's got Ward on the overlap. Here is Ward into the box. Ward loses a shin guard, and Michael Nelson collects the ball. Great move from the away side.
It was, and a really dynamic overlapping run from Ward, and FC Tulsa fortunate that he wasn't able to connect off of that cross there, but great movement from the visitors as FC Tulsa tries to find their rhythm in the attacking third.
It's a longer ball from FC Tulsa. I mean, you know, we talk very highly about the opposition, but you have to give credit to the home side. They're clearly up against it here, but it's still 0-0. They're hanging in there. They're defending very, very well, and they're trying to get themselves into the game, aren't they?
They are, and they definitely haven't lacked getting into those good areas. I mean, Yosef's made some great runs. Marcus Epps have had moments on that left side, so they've had moments where that final pass has been lacking, or credit the defense, they've broken play up. But FC Tulsa, when they've gotten there, they've put themselves in a position to do something great, but it just hasn't come together yet. But I think it will continue to build.
Slightly challenge from Eric Bird on Kishinu. And here's Goodrum. Goodrum inside the box here, trying to go around Tete. There was no way around Tete. That's good quality defending from the ex-New Mexico man. Goodrum frustrated there. To be fair, no player has tried to win free kicks or complained at the referee. They just seem to all be getting on with it tonight. It's refreshing to see, isn't it? Credit the crowd who've grown here tonight. It's an 8 p.m. kickoff, one of the first times that FC Tulsa have tried this this season. Of course, the weather has put pay to a lot of people being here. If you weren't able to be here tonight, you're listening at home on ESPN Plus. You're very welcome on My 41 here in Tulsa as Blaine Ferry gets a yellow card for a late challenge on Aaron Malloy. First yellow card of the game. 0-0 the score, and it's FC Tulsa, the home side, in their all-black kit with green numbers. Is this a yellow card for you, Anna?
I think you saw the cleat up a little bit. Referee in a good position. Wasn't extremely late, but reckless enough to where I think the referee makes the right call there.
Yeah, I think any time you're not in control there, sliding in, I think it's inevitable. If you miss the ball, you're going to get the yellow card. Malloy's okay. It's more than the yardage he's got for a two-man FC Tulsa wall. Everybody else just a few yards inside the box. As you look at the wider shot of Malloy, there's a long way out far on the right-hand side. Already had two similar free kicks from this position in this first half. Here is Malloy again into the danger area. Smith gets a header, and again the referee said there was too much pushing. Nobody complains, and it's a free kick to the home side. FC Tulsa. Eric Bird was in the thick of things there. There's Michael Nelson, who hasn't been beaten yet. We'll just see there if there's some pushing. The referee spotted. Bird, I think, just got a bit of a bang on the shoulder there. There's Michael Nelson from Katy, Texas. Started every game but one. He was injured in the 0-0 home game with Pittsburgh, and substitute goalkeeper Austin Wormel had to come onto the field. Since then, he's come back in. Signings this season for FC Tulsa. This is good play from Rucci. Good back heel to Da Costa. Da Costa to the far post, and Dyer was coming in. That's an outstanding header there from Buckmaster. And then there was a late challenge, and there'll be another yellow card for Rashid Tete. This time it's Philip Goodrum. At the end of the late challenge. That was a decent ball in, and a great header away from Reese Buckmaster, wasn't it, Anna?
It was a good piece of defensive play, and FC Tulsa's had a few opportunities like this. Creative back heel from Rucci. Mindful defending. Puts himself between the ball and the defender, watches it all the way in. Snuffs out that opportunity for FC Tulsa. But as we've talked about, Dave, you know, FC Tulsa's had those chances in good areas, but just the quality of defense from Memphis 901 FC has made it difficult, and it's going to take something special to get past Hamid, who hasn't really been challenged tonight.
Throw in there is Rucci. Rucci She was born in Spain, signed in February from FC Inter Turku from Finland. Nelson clears, and it will be a throw-in right on halfway for Hakeem Ward. As we come up to the 39-minute mark here at One Oak Field. Costa to try and win the ball. Buckmaster wasn't having any of it and wins it back for his team, Memphis 901. Stolen that one away. Wants to play an early ball. It wasn't a bad idea towards Moses Dyer. Kelly striding forward again. Brings in Ward. Isiedu. Goodrem. Ball spins out to Greece. Buckmaster back to Malloy. Buckmaster again. Here's Fernando with some room. Kishiedu with Yosef. Kelly. Kelly was fouled by Tete. Just got to be careful with the foul count, Anna, an obvious thing to say. Tete and Blaine Ferry in the book, you know, one more rash challenge and you find yourselves down to 10. FC Tulsa can't afford that on a night like tonight.
No, they can't. You have to be disciplined in those moments, and Tete's had some really great moments of defensive play this evening, but he's also had some careless ones, and that's one where you just have to be careful. Don't need to make any contact there at the top of the box. Good piece of skill. But FC Tulsa players, as you mentioned, a couple of yellow cards so far tonight. Have to be thoughtful.
The referee was in a great position there as well. Now he's telling the wall to keep their arms down. Aaron Malloy, nobody else over this one. So round about 21 yards out, slightly left of centre. Malloy waits. Whistle goes. Up comes Malloy into the wall. Malloy again with a left-footed drive wide. And it hit a defender and it's going to go away for a corner. Well, Aaron Malloy hits the wall the first time. Drove a volley back in with his left foot. Hits a defender. Corner. Didn't get it up and over, but it did hit Marcus Epps in the face and went away for a corner. Here's the ball in towards the penalty spot, headed away by Rucci, and again the referee has been consistent, saying there was too much pushing and shoving, and FC Tulsa once again survive and remains 0-0.
The referee's been quick to blow the whistle, but he has been consistent, and FC Tulsa able to come away from that last piece of play. We'll get another look here at the corner kick opportunity. An outswinger ball to the penalty spot, but referee stops play, and FC Tulsa trying to keep possession, take care of the ball, and rebuild out of the back here.
Bird to Colin Fernandez. He goes back to Michael Nelson. Osage Casino Hotel Tulsa is your place for fun and entertainment after the match. Enjoy a world-class casino experience with high-stakes tables and over 1,600 electronic games. Just 4 miles from One Oak Field, Osage Casino Hotel, Tulsa. 2.5 minutes of the 45 minutes to go. Deadlock yet to be broken. Dave Saunders and Anna Beffer with you here in the only USL Championship game tonight. We'll have a look at half-time what is going to be happening tomorrow. Kishiedu. Ward. Ball loose inside the area. Rucci's there. It's a sliding challenge on it. And then Epps will win the throw-in as Malloy got the last touch. The rain has stopped. It's still a misty, damp night, as we showed you on kickoff. We're kind of in the low 60s here. temperature-wise, but still a very nice night, really, to play a game of football. The crowd have had to dry off their seats. Some brave families over there have brought their blankets and are sitting on the grassy banks away on the right-hand side, watching Kithiadu and Fernando exchanging passes. Kithiadu again, Indo's Rucci, Bradley Bourgeois, up towards Moses Dyer. Again, Fernando, Malloy, Goodrum, good 1-2. Malloy now, round one. Malloy with a shot, it's the bar. It's Reece Buckmaster, good ball into the box. Tete will flick it away, and Eric Bird will keep it in. Aaron Malloy, Annabeth are really unlucky not to have broken the deadlock there.
He was a great piece of individual skill there, really just used his body movement to shake off some defenders and create a bit of space. Definitely got a hold of that. Excellent technique, but Nelson thankful the crossbar was there. And FC Tulsa keeps this one 0-0.
Yeah, he struck it well. Just a couple of inches too high. We could have that argument now, couldn't we, about whether that's a shot on goal. I was talking to one of my good friends and they said, well, no, you realise when it hits the woodwork, we'll see it here, it doesn't count in the stats as a shot on goal, to my astonishment. But he was very unlucky there, because I think Nelson, to be fair, was beaten by that shot. Here's Rucci. Marcus Epps, good header infield here to Moses Dyer. Now he's got away from the shackles here. Moses Dyer still going on. Joseph, good challenge again, and it's been a theme of the night that Akeem Ward or whoever it is in the back four seemed to get that last leg out to stop that final through ball. They must work very, very hard at that. Here is Dyer again, ball's out. That will be a throw-in to Memphis 901.
And after that sequence of play, Dave, you saw Dyer go over and give a high five. I mean, the encouragements there, FC Tulsa is not frustrated yet. They've made good runs, they've gotten in good areas, and where they've found the most success is on those counterattacks. They have so much space in front of them. They take that space, forcing Memphis to step or cover. And so far, Memphis 901 FC has done a great job of compacting quickly and just making it difficult for FC Tulsa to thread the needle, but the chances are there.
Playing the 3 minutes of added time. Fernando's got a bang in the face, but the free kick will go to Memphis 901 FC, the visitors here. Free's been right on the spot all night. Both sets of players have wanted to play this game. Even when there's been a foul, they've picked themselves up, got on with it. There's been no complaining. Here's Smith. Is there a sting in the tail here just at the end of the first half? Bourgeois will go back to Michael Nelson, who had to play a hurried clearance there. A minute left. Pickering. Content to go back to Smith. Fernando gets involved. Smith again across the back four to Von Steeg. Von Steeg's deep ball now to that right-hand side. Here's Fernando in behind the defence. Clip ball back. Bradley Bourgeois there to head away. And Marcus Epps with a lovely spin and turn away from Reece Buckmaster and Fernando. Still deep in his own territory. Goes left to right. Brings in Eric Bird. Kithiadu steals it away for the away side, outside of his foot, header towards goal, just over the bar from Fernando, the top goal scorer. Good move again from the away side.
And it just shows you how quickly things can change. Kithiadu jumps in, plays a dangerous ball in, and Fernando gets up and almost puts that one on frame as the first half comes to a close. Really entertaining first half between these two teams. Memphis 901 FC controlling most of the possession, but FC Tulsa with a few counterattacks and some breakaways in there keep things interesting, and this game is there to be taken, and looking forward to the second half, Dave.
And if you're going into the locker room now and you're Blair Gavin, quickly, Anna, what does he say to his team to get more possession of the football?
Just continue to do the little things right. Focus on the first touch and that movement off the ball. I think what's helping Memphis 901 FC right now is when they're moving off the ball, they're creating passing lanes and time on the ball. And FC Tulsa players have the ability to do that. You get a look at DaCosta. He's one right there that will be pivotal for FC Tulsa in the second half to create in the final third and just be confident and know that they have the ability to do that.
Well, plenty to come in our halftime show. As Blair Gavin, deep in thought there, will be talking to his team, as will Stephen Glass for Memphis 901. Alas, no goals in this first half. Stay with us. We're back with the Williams halftime show. After this, it's FC Tulsa 0, Memphis 901 FC 0.
Rib Crib's been smoking the good stuff over 20 years, serving up mouth-watering barbecue, talking about slow-smoked classics like Rib Crib's famous ribs. Yeah. Hungry yet? Rib Crib.
Hey! Thanks for coming out again. I mean, we really appreciate you guys supporting us this year. And I mean, nice ride.
Absolutely. We're always happy to partner with you guys.
If you like this ride, you should come by Ferguson Kia and check out some of our inventory.
Let me make you a deal. So if you guys score on Keegan from half field, Ferguson Kia will give free FC Tulsa tickets to all of our new customers.
You're on.
Waldo's Chicken and Beer is home of Southern Fried and Fire Roasted Chicken. Enjoy scratch-made tenders, flavor-packed chicken wings, and house-made sauces, mac and cheese, collard greens, hand-cut french fries, and our signature cheddar cheese biscuit. Finish off your meal with our homemade banana pudding. Watch all your favorite sports at our full-service bar while sipping on ice-cold beer or any of our craft cocktails. Drive-through, dine-in, or order online. Needing to feed a large group? Spice it up with Waldo's Catering. Waldo's Chicken and Beer, the best homemade fried chicken in Tulsa.
Come see us!
Hi, I'm Bill Knight for Bill Knight Ford. You've probably noticed the construction going on around us, so now is the perfect time to take advantage of our remote options in both sales and service. From a fully online buying experience, including signing all of your documents online, to our pickup and delivery option and service, where we'll bring the loaner to you, and of course, our mobile service van. So let us at Bill Knight Ford come see you and visit us online at BillKnightFord.com, home of the Knight Advantage.
SeatGeek presents the High Five Strangers Guide. SeatGeek got him a great deal on tickets, so he can focus on what he does best, smacking palms. SeatGeek handles the tickets, so fans can fan.
Welcome back into One Oak Field. No goals between FC Tulsa and Memphis 901 FC. Let's take you away from One Oak just for a few moments. Last week, FC Tulsa unveiled its new Don't Be a Crybaby jersey that the club will wear during warm-ups on June the 17th versus Orange County SC. The jersey honours the legendary third leg of the Tulsa Tough Street cycling race, Crybaby Hill. Let's take a closer look. All right.
Out. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University,
your partner in finishing goals.
Are you ready? Ready for more of the game you love? Ready for more players and more teams? Ready for more stadiums, for more fans in more cities? This is a different league. The USL Super League. Built for the future of women's soccer. Bridging the journey from youth to pro, connected to the global game, and bringing it all closer to home. Are you ready?
We all have goals. But let's be honest. Most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
Hi, I'm Dr. Steve Tiger. At Tulsa Tech, we're committed to helping every student find success in the workplace. Today, companies right here in our area are looking for someone just like you. Turn your love of cars into a career, or take to the skies and let your earnings soar in aviation. Hands-on training from instructors with the know-how and have worked in the industry. If engines aren't your thing, we can train you to design, create, or fix just about anything. Why wait to start your new career? Make your own path today at Tulsa Tech.
0-0 in this first half between FC Tulsa and Memphis 901 FC. Let's have a look where both of these teams stand in our current standings with Anna Beffer alongside me, and it's all still pretty early on in the season, Anna.
It is, and a lot left to be played, and you see FC Tulsa there currently sitting at number 10. Memphis 901 FC currently in that 6th spot, but as we mentioned, you know, FC Tulsa with time, important for them to start getting wins, get those 3 points, and Memphis 901 FC has had a great run, as you mentioned, unbeaten in the last 6 games, so they'll look to continue to climb these Eastern Conference standing ranks. Charleston Battery currently sitting atop with 18 points, but a lot left to be played. Some really quality teams in this league. It's what we've talked about, Dave, just throughout the season. Every game, week in and week out, very entertaining. As you get a look at the bottom there, the top 8 teams will make the playoffs, so something to be mindful of. But FC Tulsa just a couple of spots out of that, but with the goals that they have there, yet they can still be achieved.
Yeah, the standings there with Charleston Battery, as you said, on top. Now, this is the only game being played tonight, so let's have a look at really what's going to be going on tomorrow. Charleston Battery against Monterey Bay FC in a cross-conference game, and then Birmingham Legion FC against El Paso Locomotive. Also the Miami FC against San Diego Loyal SC, Rio Grande Valley FC against Tampa Bay Rowdies, and Sacramento Republic FC against Oakland Roots. All of those games will be played in tomorrow and over the weekend. Let's have a look now at some news and notes, and this top one, Anna, I want us to have a little discussion about this. The USL Super League, a first division women's soccer league set to kick off in 2024, announced 8 markets for that 2024 season this week. Charlotte, DFW, Lexington, Phoenix, Spokane, Tampa Bay, Tucson and Washington DC. Additional markets will be announced to join in subsequent seasons, include Chattanooga, Indianapolis, Jacksonville, Madison and Oakland. And when we read that, you had a big smile in your face, and rightly so. This is just exactly what the game of football needs with the USL, isn't it?
It is. It's so fun to see the women's game continue to grow, and you know, you have the NWSL Professional League, you have the WPSL, great opportunity for women to continue to play the sport, and the USL getting involved. It's so fun to see, and you have the 8 initial markets with the hope that it will continue to grow and just create more opportunities for women to get involved. And there's so many talented players, and I'm so excited that the USL has taken a stand in this.
You're here. Open Cup promotion, Birmingham Legion and Pittsburgh, the two USL Championship clubs, advancing to the round of 16 in that US Open Cup. And the USL has launched its Need Support campaign in partnership with 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. FC Tulsa is joining in this effort to drive awareness of supporting mental health of players, fans and all of Tulsa. For more info, visit uslsoccer.com/need support. That is your news and notes from today. Let's have a look now at a very interesting team of the week for various reasons in who we've got playing on the pitch tonight.
Absolutely. You'll see there Fernando, player of the week. Congrats to him. He's had a really excellent game tonight, but was a big part of the thrilling 2-1 victory against Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. He scored both goals and just an outstanding player, so congrats to him. And then Eric Bird for FC Tulsa there in the midfield. We've talked about how versatile he is from a defensive standpoint, but also with the ability to score. He had a great goal against Vegas, and then a couple other players to point out. J.J. Williams from Tampa Bay Rowdies scored the first hat-trick of his career, former FC Tulsa player. Diaz there, and goalkeeper. I feel like I say his name a lot, but Dave, just a lot of quality players in the lineup this week.
Absolutely, that's your team of the week for Week 10 as we take you now to a short break, but stay with us. We're going to come back with the first half highlights and the first half stats, and then we'll stay for what should be a very intriguing second half. We'll be back right after this.
SeatGeek presents Boomstick Lady. SeatGeek helps her find the perfect seat so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Oh, okay. SeatGeek handles the tickets so fans can fan.
Summertime is back at Osage Casino Hotel Tulsa, and we have the perfect getaway for you. Cool off in our spacious freeform pool, grab your favorite drink and chill at the poolside bar, or relax and unwind in a cozy private cabana. Just steps away are tempting restaurants, live entertainment, and a world-class casino gaming experience. At Osage Casino Hotel Tulsa, your place to stay and relax.
When I come home, it's like I feel like I'm in my dream home. I've been doing a little research on HELOCs, and I went to Oklahoma Central Credit Union. They were wonderful. We've added pretty much a new addition to our house. We didn't even have to pay the closing costs. They paid it for us. So I've been with Oklahoma Central for quite a while. I'm not going anywhere else.
Hi, I'm Lauren, and I'm an engineer here at Williams. I think what has kept Williams thriving for over 100 years since the Williams brothers first founded the company is our constant innovation. We recently started a partnership with Microsoft so we can have the latest and greatest collaboration technology. We are starting up solar farm projects and thinking of ways that we could incorporate hydrogen into our pipelines. This allows us to partner renewable energy with clean burning natural gas right here, right now.
If you had to pause your favorite show because your spouse fell asleep, you've compromised enough. Pepsi Zero Sugar.
Tonight's match is brought to you by Williams. We make clean energy happen. By Bank of Oklahoma, we go above so you can go beyond. By Osage Casino Hotel, your place to play. And by Tulsa Spine and Rehab, a team of specialists in one place, delivering lasting pain relief. Let's get straight into those first half highlights, Anna. And we can see that it was pretty much dominated by the away side.
It was. Memphis 901 FC had the majority of the possession in the first half, and a cheeky piece of play, and created some really great chances, but they've had 8 shots, none of them on goal. But we'll get another look here at a great opportunity for Memphis, and not on frame. Didn't challenge Nelson there, but again, Dave just does a really great job in the midfield, creating space, slowing the game down, and Malloy with excellent distribution. We've seen him all throughout the season, have a really just great eye, gets his head up. If from an FC Tulsa perspective, can't allow that much space. And it's important for FC Tulsa in this second half, when they're on the break and they have those chances, connecting those passes. They've had those moments But as you'll get a look at the statistics here, 6 shots, none of them on goal. 2 shots on target for FC Tulsa. Memphis with none on goal, but the possession in favor of Memphis. So Dave, a lot left to be played here. We talked about the importance for FC Tulsa to really come out on the front foot in the second half against a tough team in Memphis 901 FC, but an exciting match ahead of us.
We say no shots on target, but Aaron Malloy, there's to my little point I made in commentary, hit the bar, of course, didn't he? We mustn't forget that. But you're right, Anna, and 64% possession to the away side as we get underway in the second half, and immediately there's a throw-in for Reese Buckmaster. Welcome in again. If you're listening on ESPN Plus and watching on ESPN Plus, you're very, very welcome, as you are if you're locally here in Tulsa watching on My 41. Welcome in to Memphis 901 fans who must be enjoying what they're seeing from their side this season. Here's Goodrum possessing the ball, giving it back to Fernando. Goodrum again holding off the challenges. Epps gets in. There's a chase for Moses Dyer, but Smith tidies up back to Bill Hamid. Hamid had to foil one shot from Moses Dyer in close in that first half. Rucci. Smith over the top of Dyer. Malloy, who we just said hit the bar in the first half, perhaps the closest that either side has come to break the deadlock. That one comes off Rucci. Memphis 901 FC have not had a 0-0 draw this season. FC Tulsa did have one against Pittsburgh Riverhounds SC at home, and they've drawn their last 3, 1 at home and 2 away, but those have been 1-1. So on paper you would expect goals in this one, but both teams cancelling each other out at the moment. Tete, who was booked in the first half, to Eric Bird. Nelson out to Rucci. Rucci, clever chest down. Fernando gets back at him, wins it back. Fernando we highlighted in the Team of the Week and also the Player of the Week. Scored a brace against Colorado Springs Switchback in that 2-1 win, hard-fought win, because Memphis 901 were down to 10 men in the first half. Leeds given that one away. Here's Colin Fernandez. He's worked hard in the midfield, as has Blaine Ferry, against the likes of Jeremy Kelly and Aaron Malloy. No easy task. Header infield from Eric Bird, looking for Milo Yosef. Cross goes on Stieg. Throw in to the men all in white, and that is Memphis 901 FC. Playing from left to right on your screens. Hakeem Ward started every game. We'll take the throw in. Milo Yosef is having a talking to just out of your shot there by the referee. There he is. Eric Bird then with the throw in. Costa was fouled. Free kick to FC Tulsa. DeCosta's had a quiet game. He's done nothing wrong, and he's just found it hard to, find the normal space, shall we say, that he gets against this quality opposition.
He hasn't. Dave, I feel like we've said that a few times this season, where DeCosta's been a bit in the background in games, and then out of nowhere he makes something happen, and a player of his caliber definitely has that ability as he stands over this one with Yosef, hoping to put in a dangerous ball for FC Tulsa here.
It is a dangerous one towards the penalty spot. There's a defender heading it away. That's I would have thought that's going to be a corner. Yeah, off the defender there. It was a lovely floated ball in from DaCosta, and good defending, I think, from Graham Smith, who felt he was being pushed. Let's see here, it comes off Von Steeg. Good decision by the referee. Malo Yosef. Early pressure from the home side. Swings it in, a good one into the danger area. Header away by Smith. Pickering away. Back from Eric Bird. Good ball over the top here from Moses Dara. He's been pushed wide. Decent ball needed. Goes back here to Blaine Ferry. Good start from Blair Gavin's men here in this second half. Malloy with DaCosta. Bird. And that one's through, and that will go harmlessly through to Bill Ami. Good start from the home side.
It is. They're playing with a lot of energy, created some chances early on, and the FC Tulsa home crowd feels the same. They were trying to will that ball in for their first goal off of a corner kick, but getting a bit of space here in the midfield.
Good ball from Ferry here to Epps. Now Epps likes to come in on that right foot. He plays a great ball in. Yosef with the flick, and behind him was DaCosta, who says to his friend, if you just dummied that ball, I would have had a close-in shot. Good move from FC Tulsa. Malo Yosef, who's really been playing wide on the right, just cropping up in the middle of the field there. We'll be able to have a look at that attack in just a moment, because here's Ward coming forward now for Memphis 901. Kishiadu. Buckmaster wide on that right hand side. Good ball into the box away. Here's Epps now. Marcus Epps. Good ball up here to Dyer. Dyer with Von Steeg. Von Steeg with a stretched right leg gets the ball away. And let's have a look at that last FC Tulsa attack, Anna.
Yeah, FC Tulsa starting off this second half with a great piece of energy, and Epps on that left side picks out in the midfield, and Yosef just trying to be cheeky with the back heel there. DaCosta right behind him. But FC Tulsa with numbers in the box and a great start here to the second half.
Rucci on the overlap. Left-footed ball comes off Buckmaster. I just wonder if DaCosta shouted loud enough to his teammate there. But you can't blame Yosef for having a go with the flick, but it was just not enough to beat the goalkeeper of Hamid's quality. Another corner for FC Tulsa. Yosef is there with DaCosta. This time they go short. Here's Colin Fernandez. Good ball to the back post, and there's a header over the top, and there's an offside flag up anyway. That was a well-worked corner from FC Tulsa.
It was really thoughtful. Great ball in from Fernandez, and FC Tulsa found themselves with a few players in behind, but just have to be thoughtful about that offside line.
Well, Eric Bird went in for the tackle. There was a delayed whistle. Stephen Glass is saying he felt it was definitely a foul. Blair Gavin saying he didn't feel it was a foul, and the fourth official's right in between the two of them. That's Coach Stephen Glass from Dundee in Scotland, played for Aberdeen, Newcastle and Watford amongst others. Aberdeen coach in 2021-2022, and then made the head coach of Memphis 901 in November of 2022. Now Rucci has gone into the back of Buckmaster. They take it quickly. Luis Fernando striding down. He wants a fifth to his name this season. Good ball into the box. Kateadu. Shot deflected off the bar and put into the back of the net. And Memphis 901 have the lead. And it is Pickering who gets the goal. His second goal of the season, breaks the deadlock. 54 minutes gone. It's FC Tulsa 0, Memphis 901 FC 1.
Memphis 901 FC with a dominant first half. And FC Tulsa with a strong start to the second half, but credit the away side. Great piece of skill. Fernando playing a dangerous ball in. trying to find that perfect pass, gets a bit of help off of the deflection, and then great awareness to follow up there from Pickering. And Nelson doesn't get back up in time. Nothing can do there. The passion from goalkeeper Hamid, and Memphis 901 FC finds themselves on top.
I mean, credit, Pickering there for following up on that goal. You feel a little bit sorry for FC Tulsa, just that ball came back off the bar, and they haven't had the rub of the green with the sort of run of the football in this season. There's been a few things that have happened against them, and that one coming off the bar from a shot that was deflected onto the bar, but the opposition have the lead. Here's Marcus Epps. Immediate reply, and it's headed away, and it could easily been headed into his own net by Akeem Ward. Good reply from Marcus Epps.
This is the exact response you want from FC Tulsa if you're head coach Blair Gavin. Marcus Epps in a bit of space, the acceleration, plays a really dangerous ball in across the face of goal with runners in the box. This is how Marcus Epps can be so dangerous, that acceleration, that quick change of pace. It's so tough to defend outside of the pass ball, but Memphis 901 FC back the other way, and this game has really opened up.
Yes, you do. Buckmaster. There's a header just wide of the target. As the world demands low-cost, low-carbon energy, Williams will be there with the best transport, storage and delivery solutions. Williams, we make clean energy happen. 1-0. That man has been beaten tonight by Nita Pickering's second goal of the season in this closely fought game. FC Tulsa were 1-0 down in their last home game against Sacramento Republic FC. Got back to force a 1-1 draw. Smith, the only player in his own half. They work the ball out wide to Buckmaster. In steps Rucci, keeps it in, and then cleverly wins a throw for his team. Eric Bird looking long for the run of DaCosta there with Onsteeg. Onsteeg keeps that one in. No, he doesn't. It's out and in, says the assistant. Throw into FC Tulsa. FC Tulsa do have Justin Malou, Jorge Corrales, Nate Worth, the youngster, Adam Armour, the latest signing, Christopher Pearson, Dario Suarez on the bench. No changes from either coaches yet. Here's Marcus Epps. Blaine Ferry shares a 1-2 with DaCosta. Ferry got his angles all wrong. Malloy was there with him, of course. The two number 6s together, and it will be a goal kick. And there is Blaine Ferry. He works hard, but he just didn't get the angle of his body right there, Anna.
No, and it's unfortunate because FC Tulsa had a good piece of combination play there right at the top of the box, and we've seen Ferry score goals this season, but just doesn't get it right there.
Yeah, got a goal in the 3-0 win against Loudoun. Was in the team of the week for week 3. Free kick for FC Tulsa right on halfway. Goodrum was the player to have fouled. Tete. Wide to Milo Yosef. Yosef trying to get the ball from under his feet. Casiedu has continued his run. Danger here for FC Tulsa. Tete in there. Ball is away for what the referee is going to say is a goal kick. FC Tulsa survive, but they certainly will not want to concede a second out of effort here, or they really would be up against it. I mean, it's an uphill struggle now, isn't it, as they give the ball away again. Goodrum wide of the target.
No, and FC Tulsa has since had a great response since going down, but you've seen moments where they're a bit lackadaisical in their approach. They're giving the ball away, and That's going to be something that they have to tighten up, especially if they want to keep themselves in a position to tie and ultimately try to get the 3 points out of this game one step at a time. But the first one being take care of the ball, keep possession, and get numbers forward.
Bradley Bourgeois, the captain. Left-footed ball over the top. Passes easily through to Hamid. Here's DaCosta. Bit of space now for Marcus Epps. Epps towards goal, and Hamid got a hand out, and then Milo Yosef kicks it out for a goal kick. Good play from Epps, good release from DaCosta.
Epps, again, the acceleration and pace on that left side. He's created so many chances on the wing. Hamid able to get low. DaCosta with a good piece of footwork there to release that ball to Epps. Again, you had runners in the box. You almost had an opportunity there to pull the ball back to the ongoing runner. That front post was a bit crowded, but Hamid, a good save.
Here's Epps in the midfield as Jeremy Kelly wins it again. Long Kissiadu. Ball coming through there. It's going to go away for a goal kick. Located on scenic Cherry Street with new menu options, Foxy Tacos is the perfect way to experience feisty, fresh Tex-Mex at its best. Substitution now for FC Tulsa, and it's going to be the newest signing, Adam Armour, to come on. And Rucci it is who's left the field down in the corner there, so it's a like for like. Adam Armour acquired on an MLS loan, only 17 minutes in the Vegas game last weekend. He will come on at left back. Here's Bourgeois bringing it away for his side, brings in Armour, who gets his first touches of the ball. Bourgeois in a tight corner there, opens up the play to Rashid Tete. Bird is screaming for the ball wide on the right hand side, doesn't get it. Now Armour tries to go towards Bird. Bird coming in, gets the header, rather glances off his head. Thumbs up there to Adam Armour. (1-0) the score, 63rd minute here at One Oak Field. The rain has gone away. We've had rain all day in Tulsa today. Here's Yosef trying to go around the back, trying to win a throw in. Ball comes to Bird. Bird to Epps. Epps back to Yosef. Yosef now to Ferry. Good turn from Ferry. Nutmegs the player there. Colin Fernandez. Adam Armour. Fernandez again as Memphis 901 squeezed the play. Bradley Bourgeois tries to bring in Epps. Smith was there. It's going to be a throw into FC Tulsa. Good little spell this from the home side, Anna.
It was again, and they've had a good sense of energy from them in this second half, and despite going down a goal, they've stayed busy up top, active, trying to make things happen. This left side has brought a lot of opportunity. Looks like it will be another corner kick opportunity upcoming for FC Tulsa.
Certainly the corner count is going up in this second half as Milo Yosef again comes across to the FC Tulsa left. Everybody back inside the box for the man in white from Memphis. Yosef towards that far post. There's a header down and just wide, and I think it was Eric Bird coming in at the far post there. Really good corner from Yosef, just wide of the target.
Yosef's had some great deliveries, giving FC Tulsa a good chance off of these corner kicks, and Eric Bird rising up there. Good connection. See him on that back post, up and above everyone. Does a great job to get the ball back down, but just not on frame.
Fernando with a neat header. Here's the goal scorer, Pickering. Fernando's gone outside. Pickering into his left foot. Step over by the referee. Here's Malloy. Ward. Kishiadu. Pickering trying to open it up. Here's Malloy, could hit one, still could hit one. Aaron Malloy through a load of players and into the goal. And the Irishman gets the second goal through a crowd of players. 65 minutes gone. FC Tulsa 0, Memphis 901 FC 2.
We've talked about what an outstanding player Malloy has been for this Memphis 901 FC franchise. Gets a bit of space at the top of the box, creates a lane.
I went to Christian school though.
And a great shot and a little bit of a deflection to throw off Nelson, but it's just enough for Memphis 901 FC to find their second goal here of this second half, making it that much harder for FC Tulsa to get back into this game.
Yeah, it came off the heel of Bradley Bourgeois. Aaron Malloy won't care. It's his first of the season for the captain. Fully deserved, a wonderful player, and it gives his side some daylight between the two teams. 66 minutes ticking by in this one. Last season it did finish here, FC Tulsa 0, Memphis 901 FC 3. Last time FC Tulsa beat Memphis was on in August of 2021, a 2-1 win that day. 2 wins for Memphis last season, home and away. Here's DaCosta, something big needed from him. Marcus Epps, round 2. DaCosta over the top looking for Milo Joseph. He'll keep the ball in here. Ball will come back here to Armour. Armour, good ball into the box. Oh, and it was flicked away from Eric Bird. You could see he was wanting to volley that one towards goal. I think it was DaCosta inadvertently got a flicked header on that one. But for that, Henry, may have Eric Bird had a shot on goal.
Bird has done a really great job in this second half, just floating away on that backside and creating a bit of space and almost fading into the background of defenders, and just an unfortunate flick. DaCosta unaware that he was there.
Bradley Bourgeois. Marcus Epps. Colin Fernandez hasn't had a lot of room to play and had some space there, but his ball forward is a little bit aimless, and here's Kishiadu. Throw in to Memphis 901. Here's Hamid with the ball at his feet. Clears towards the right-hand side for Fernando. Bourgeois wins the ball for FC Tulsa, playing from right to left on your screens, the home side. Bourgeois under pressure from Pickering will go back to his goalkeeper, Michael Nelson. DaCosta, who's having to drop deep to get the ball with some success. Joseph. Eric Bird's really pushed forward almost into the front line. Now Moses Dyer's just got in behind the back four here, but he's quickly closed down with 2. No foul, says the referee, as Dyer went to ground. And he pushes. Referee's going to play on. Tete steps in. Here's Bird. Goodrum there with a sliding challenge. Didn't connect with Bird. Jeremy Kelly finds Pickering. Players slipping all over the field here. It's been raining all day, as we said. And it's all got a little bit untidy, but if you're Memphis 901 FC, you won't mind that too much. We're going to see another substitution here. We're going to see the introduction of Christopher Pearson, who will come in the central midfield for Colin Fernandez. Fernandez has worked hard, and Anna, you and I think a lot of this young man, Christopher Pearson, just 131 minutes this season, signed in 2022 from Jamaican National Premier League Cavalier FC. He's with FC Tulsa last season. We were impressed with him. He's having to, you know, come in off the bench, but he's a good player, isn't he, in the central midfield?
Yeah, it's a great opportunity for him to showcase why he might deserve more minutes. The Jamaican international had a few minutes last season and impressed when he was on the field, so maybe he can be the difference maker in the second half for FC Tulsa.
They trail by 2-0 on this late Friday night kickoff. Thanks for your company here on My 41 here in Tulsa, and also on ESPN Plus for this USL Championship game, the only one being played tonight. A whole host of games being played over the weekend, of course, in this week 11. As Da Costa brings down the ball beautifully on that right-hand side, feeds the ball for Eric Bird. It was just too much for him. In fact, it's going to come off the hard-working Bird and go away for a goal kick. Well, I have to say, I have some sympathy with Bill Hamid there. I think FC Tulsa have got a corner very, very luckily there. Here's Yosef, and they do win a corner this time. FC Tulsa with yet another corner here. Yosef, good ball into the box. There's a header down from Armour, got in the way of Bradley Bourgeois. Here's Epps trying to shoot. Pickering blocks that one. Now Kishadu comes away with the ball, threads it down for Jeremy Kelly, who's made a strong run from the midfield. Kelly tries to switch the play to Fernando. Fernando now been driven wide, up against two. Buckmaster fouled by Marcus Epps from behind. Free kick. Free kick then for Aaron Malloy, who takes it quickly, but the referee said he'd already said we'll go on the whistle. So free kick then, Aaron Malloy, who's hit the bar in the first half and scored a goal in the second. Two-man wall. Here is Malloy then, right-footed ball, clipped into the box. There's a header wide of the target, and FC Tulsa now with a little bit of urgency. 18 minutes to go in this one. They trail by 2-0. Goals from Pickering and Malloy in this second half after a stalemate first half. Looking to go 7 games unbeaten. Goal kick. Bradley Bourgeois then, bring it forward from deep in his own half. Long ball looking for Marcus Epps. Epps will have to work hard to get that one over Smith. Here's Buckmaster. Smith. Header back from Armour, who's done well since he's come on as a second half substitute. The back heel just out of the reach of Christopher Pearson. And now it's going to be a change for the visitors. And we're going to see Sean Daly come on, wearing number 24, and off will go the first goal scorer, Nita Pickering, who's worked hard for his side. Sean Daly, second spell at Memphis 901, having gone to Hartford Athletic in between. Comes on as the second half substitute. 214 minutes on the season so far for him. Away, volley back by Carson von Steeg. And then headed towards the back line by Tete. It'll be a corner to Memphis 901 here. Crowd a little bit quiet now, Anna, because this professional team have really taken the sting out of this game with that second goal.
They have. It makes it that much tougher for FC Tulsa. About 15 minutes left in regulation. It's about that time where FC Tulsa needing to take more risks, get numbers forward, but have to be disciplined here defensively, as Memphis 901 FC taking their time.
Yeah, Aaron Malloy slowly walking towards the ball here. Here's Michael Nelson. Here's Malloy's corner towards the penalty spot. There's a header from Goodrum, but it's cleared away. Nobody up for FC Tulsa. They were all back defending the corner. Malloy chipping the ball over the top there, headed away by Ferry. Armour to Pearson. Joseph. Will be Memphis 901 ball. And we're going to see now an FC Tulsa substitution, and Dario Suarez is going to be introduced. And he is replacing Blaine Ferry. Suarez and Abefi, you would have thought would be into that front line, as FC Tulsa have to go for it a little bit now.
Yeah, bringing on another attacking minded player, definitely has the ability to score goals, hasn't had as much success this season. Maybe he can help FC Tulsa find the first one.
2-0 to Memphis 901, who've come in to town here and acquitted themselves extremely well. Memphis 901 after this will have a week off, and then on Saturday, June the 3rd, they'll go to the Miami FC before 2 home games against Birmingham, at home to Miami FC, of course, and then 2 away games at Birmingham Legion FC and Lou City FC. There's manager Stephen Glass, who's done extremely well at the helm for them. Will be delighted that they've broken the club record, and they're looking to go tonight, if this result holds, 7 without defeat. Costa's been fouled by Goodrum, and Goodrum, I think, is going to get a yellow card for his troubles. Slightly in the back of the Costa there. Goodrum's 3rd yellow card of the season. Free kick then to FC Tulsa, just for that challenge in the back there from Goodrum. Marlo Joseph then with the ball into the box. There's a header from Armour, looping over the bar, and it remains 2-0, and there are just under 13 minutes to go here at One Oak Field. FC Tulsa will not be at home until the 17th of June, when they entertain Orange County. They go to Lou City next, Monterey Bay, and then Loudoun United FC. Bird there, throw into the away side. Mead clears from the edge of his area. Bird headed in field. All worked out by Daly to Buckmaster. Daly again. Daly on the ball now, wearing 24 on as a second half substitution. Handball by Bradley Bourgeois, who was on the ground. The referee said the ball hit his arm. Bourgeois not happy with that one.
It's a bit unlucky. Memphis 901 FC's had a good spell of possession in these last few minutes, just trying to take the sting out of the game, not give FC Tulsa any clear opportunities to cut the deficit in half. And they'll have to be disciplined here again defensively, as Malloy, we mentioned, already scored 1 goal tonight, stands over this free kick.
Yeah, 4-man wall. Malloy, right-footed. Will he clip it to the far post, or will he go over the wall and shoot towards goal? It's the latter. It's just over the top. No save for Nelson to make it. It remains 2-0, and we're coming up to 10 minutes left in this game, which really Memphis 901 have controlled a lot of the game. Fans, head to the FC Tulsa app to vote for tonight's man of the match. You can download the FC Tulsa app on the App Store and the Google Play Store. Voting closes at the final whistle. Here's DaCosta. Epps. FC Tulsa still trying to play the ball around here and keep possession. Just as I say that, they give it away, and normal service is resumed here with Buckmaster. Tete did well to read that one. DaCosta lays it off for Pearson. Return ball to DaCosta. Here's Dario Suarez getting his first action of the game, the Cuban. Suarez goes down. Free kick to FC Tulsa. Well, as we know in this great game, Anna, just one chance on goal. FC Tulsa get a goal here. We've got given ourselves a grandstand finish, but easier said than done to beat this defence and this goalkeeper, isn't it?
Right, we've seen DaCosta do it before, and there have been some really great services in from these set-piece chances, but FC Tulsa's had a few of them and have to capitalize on those. Players at the top of the 18. Hamid with a lot of space to run into. He has his defense organized.
Costa then with the responsibility. Flips it over the top of the wall, and in comes Epps, and a tap in for Dario Suarez. It is a goal. It is a fight back from FC Tulsa. With 8 minutes left, Dario Suarez, the substitute, scores the goal. It's game on. It's FC Tulsa 1, Memphis 901 FC 2.
One Oak Field comes to life. Just about 8 minutes left in regulation, and Dario Suarez comes on as the substitute in the second half, is the difference maker. Excellent delivery from DaCosta, and Epps does a great job on that back post to play that ball back across. Hamid with the initial save, but Suarez continuing his run and puts that one away, and FC Tulsa with a chance here as they cut Memphis's lead in half with about 8 minutes left.
Dario Suarez with, oh, and it's been stolen away. This could be a chance here. Daly, the substitute, onto his right foot, blocked somehow by the defender with 2 players over, and FC Tulsa have got away with one there if they want to stay in this game of football. The ball in from DaCosta was delightful. Epps still had a lot of work to do, and Suarez just had the tap in on the far post. Dario Suarez's second goal of the season. But they almost gave it straight back to the opposition, who still are winning the game of football by 2-1. Reece Buckmaster it is with the throw, and still in his own half. Suarez, the goal scorer, does well there to win the ball back for his team. Delightful ball here to Adam Armour. That's a great ball in. It's going to come to Eric Bird in space. Bird hits it, and Hamid saves, and then quite luckily gets it away for the corner. Well, goalkeepers have to save it any way they like. Bird struck it pretty well, and it just squirmed out of Hamid's hands, and another corner. As you look at Eric Bird, they're quickly there, Anna, for you.
FC Tulsa trying to will this ball in, but a great piece of play from Armour to pick out Eric Bird at the top of the box. Strikes it well.
Ball into the box. Moses Dyer flicks off his head. Here is Bird. He's had a great game for me. Marcus Epps. Epps will curl one! Oh, it's just wide of the target. Well, Marcus Epps has done that before this season at Birmingham Legion, springs to mind, and that one was not too far away from being the equaliser. Now there's a foul. Goodrum's gone down. Let's have how close was this?
A couple really great opportunities recently, about a foot over the bar. I think FC Tulsa fans thought that one might have snuck in, but Hamid had it covered. You know Marcus Epps is capable from that distance, though.
I'll hold my hands up. I think I got a bit too excited in the commentary there, Anna, that it was closer than it was. It was on top of the bar, and as you said quite rightly, it's about a foot over. No save for Hamid to make it. Remains 2-1. What a game of football this is. Tulsa Remote has welcomed over 2,000 members to Tulsa and will pay you to work from your new home. Apply now. You're going to love it here. Fernando to Malloy. Memphis 901, you still feel in control here. But FC Tulsa, through Dario Suarez, have given us a really exciting finish to this game. And more armour goes back there to Nelson, who has to volley the ball up into the night sky. Malloy brings it down beautifully. Christopher Pearson snapping at his ankles, but Malloy still with the ball here. Kishiedu. FC Tulsa have won it back and then promptly give it away again to Malloy. Eric Bird was fouled by Aaron Malloy. Substitution here. I think Juan Kishiedu is going to be withdrawn. And coming on will be Lucas Turchi. Kishiedu's had a very good game. And with just 3.5 minutes to go, Turchi has been brought in, the Brazilian, into the midfield. Just 141 minutes this season. There is Kishiedu, who's had a good game, worked hard up that left-hand side. FC Tulsa have drawn the last 3 games. There's Fernando, wide on the right, steps in field. Giving it away here to Milo Yosef. Marcus Epps. Finds DaCosta, Suarez, DaCosta. Moses Dyer into the box, cut out well by Bumsteeg. It's going to go away for a goal kick. Good work from FC Tulsa.
It is defensively too. Suarez has done a great job applying pressure. Dyer as well. Intercepted passes in the midfield. Just haven't been able to find the equalizer yet. It looks like referee might encourage Hamid to speed up play just a little bit as he's trying to shave a few seconds off the clock.
I think that's good refereeing. He's had a good refereeing performance for me. Just warning Hamid not coming out with a yellow card. Has that ball taken away from him by Buckmaster. Now the impressive Jeremy Kelly. Chipping it through here to Fernando. A third would win the game of football here for Memphis 901. Steps in, Buckmaster. Hamid. Pressure from Suarez. Stayed in now. There's a real chance here for Turchi, but a really good challenge from Rashid Tete, who wants to act as ball boy now as well. Had to be at his best there for the tackle on Lucas Turchi, or that would have been game, set and match, Anna.
Definitely would. Turchi with a bit of space and great recovery from FC Tulsa as they try to speed up play, but Memphis 901 FC very content to take this slowly as Malloy trots over to take the corner kick. Anything they can do to slow this game down as we enter into the 90th minute now.
Ball into the box. There's a header down. Nelson will pick that one up, and now urgency needed for FC Tulsa. We've not got any news on what's going to be on the fourth official's board, but we're about to see it. We understand it's going to be 3 minutes of time to be added on. Still time in this wonderful game of football that currently Memphis 901 are leading by 2-1, and they have possession of the football again with the impressive Jeremy Kelly. Here's Fernando, clever piece of skill to Goodrum, and in steps Bradley Bouchoir, and it's going to be a corner. And again, Aaron Malloy can take his time to walk over to the right-hand corner, which Bradley Bouchoir is going to place the ball nicely for him. So 3 minutes then to be added on for Memphis 901 to go away with the points and go 7 games unbeaten, and they're going to keep the ball in the corner here. Well, then through to Malloy. Malloy to the back of the box, and FC Tulsa with armour here have a chance to come away. Bird giving it away. Malloy. Now Goodrum able to take some time out. 2 minutes of stoppage time left. FC Tulsa would dearly love one more chance. Clear-cut chance on goal. And there's going to be a yellow card for the substitute Rashawn Daly. Time will have to be added on here by the referee as Malloy is slow to get to his feet. Here's to Costa over the top. It's going to come here to Joseph, and there was a foul. There was a push on Graham Smith, and that is what you want if you're a Memphis 901 fan watching in, and not what you want if you're an FC Tulsa fan. There is Smith, who's been outstanding again, made Team of the Week in both 7 and 8, ever present this season. Hamid with a minute left on the clock, and this time Hamid will get a yellow card. Referee warned him before for the goal kick, and now he's saying to him as well, you've got to go back into the area, and time will be added on. Hamid then from just inside his own area clears the ball up into the night sky. Goodrum's underneath this one, so's Bouchoir. Now Pearson, they've got to get the ball forward quickly of FC Tulsa. Bird goes back to keeper Nelson. Nelson will get a second go here, will come out of his area. Kitchen sink time here. Flicked on by Bouchoir. Bouchoir again up there. Epps. Moses Dyer. Is there one last chance? Clipped into the area. There's a header from Bouchoir, and he got underneath it, and there was a push anyway. And Carson Von Steeg stays down, and that could well be that. Anna Beffa.
FC Tulsa with a bit of life at the end. You mentioned it, just throwing everyone they can forward. Dyer chips a good ball in, thoughtful play there from Epps, keeps his hips turned. And Bouchoir tries to go up. Referee calls a foul there. Nonetheless, minutes continue to tick on, and it looks like Memphis 901 FC will make another substitution here.
Yep, Dylan Borzak will come on. Born in Detroit, Michigan. Comes on for what will be seconds as Hamid clears from the D. 2-1 his side lead. All the goals in the second half. Ball whacked forward. Presses Smith. Gets a header forward. Goodrum's offside. Free kick which Nelson's going to take here. goes short. Time really against FC Tulsa now to get their 4th draw in a row. Pearson. Just feel they've got to get it forward as quickly as possible. Stolen away here by Turchi. And the referee brings this game to an end. And Memphis 901 FC have won this game by 2-1. They go 8 games unbeaten. FC Tulsa got a goal back through Dario Suarez, but in the end, Memphis 901 just too good for FC Tulsa on the night.
They were, and deservingly so. Memphis 901 FC dominant in the first half, controlled most of the possession. FC Tulsa came out on the front foot in the second half, brought some energy and some great chances. Memphis 901 FC ultimately able to get the first goal and then the second, and FC Tulsa just a little too late. The goal from Dario Suarez cuts the deficit in half, but FC Tulsa ultimately not able to find the equalizer. They continue to fight throughout the game, effort not lacking, but FC Tulsa still searching for their 2nd win of the season. Memphis 901 FC continuing their unbeaten streak.
And I know we've said it a lot in the commentary, but you've got to be impressed with Memphis 901. They've come in here, they've set the stall up right from the first whistle. They know how to knock the ball around, possess the football, and they were in control for pretty much most of the game tonight.
They were very disciplined defensively. You can tell, very organized, and the midfield just does a great job just bolstering defensively, but then creating opportunities going forward. And obviously Memphis 901 FC taking advantage of those, finding 2 goals this evening, and I'd imagine they'll continue to have an excellent season.
Well, we'll wrap this one up after the break as 2 legends of the game there, Donovan Ricketts and Bill Hamid, share stories about their goalkeeping exploits, I'm sure. We'll be back after the break. It's finished. FC Tulsa 1, Memphis 901 FC 2.
Introducing the new and improved taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar. Now more delicious. Zero never tasted so good. Try it now.
Hi, I'm Bill Knight for Bill Knight Ford. You've probably noticed the construction going on around us, so now is the perfect time to take advantage of our remote options in both sales and service. From a fully online buying experience, including signing all of your documents online, to our pickup and delivery option and service, where we'll bring the loaner to you. And of course, our mobile service van. So let us at Bill Knight Ford come see you and visit us online at BillKnightFord.com, home of the Knight Advantage.
Therapy is great for athletes. It's great for muscle recovery, reduces aches and pains that they're having, help those muscles recover quicker from those intense workouts that they're going through.
These guys, they're banged up, they're working hard, they're dealing with injuries. I feel blessed that these guys are able to come in the office and, take advantage of our multiple service lines here at Tulsa Spine and Rehab.
Rib Crib's been smoking the good stuff over 20 years, serving up mouth-watering barbecue, talking about slow-smoked classics like Rib Crib's famous ribs. Yeah. Hungry yet? Rib Crib.
Welcome back into the night sky of One Oak Field here in downtown Tulsa. It's finished FC Tulsa 1, Memphis 901 FC 2. And we can go now and have a look at the full match highlights with my colleague Anna Beffer.
Yeah, Memphis 901 FC dominant from the starting whistle, and this was the first goal, and an opportunity initially off the crossbar, but followed up from Pickering. A bit unlucky from FC Tulsa, but nonetheless, Pickering does a great job to follow up there and find the back of the net for the first time. Hamid fired up as the visitors come in. Just had an outstanding game, and again throughout the evening, good combination play. And Malloy, what an outstanding player. You cannot give a player of his caliber space. Gets a bit of help off of a deflection off of the heel of Bourgeois. Unfortunate, but again just continuing to extend that lead, and Memphis 901 FC deservingly so in complete control of this game. But FC Tulsa continuing to fight throughout the game. They definitely did not lack effort and ultimately were able to find a goal. Great delivery in from DaCosta. Marcus Epps had some work to do on the back post, and then Dario Suarez, the second half substitute, able to cut the deficit in half, and FC Tulsa continued to create chances. They definitely didn't lack opportunity. Eric Bird with a great one here. Excellent save from Hamid as he gets low and punches that one away. But Dave, it was just tough for FC Tulsa to ultimately find that equalizer. As we mentioned, Memphis 901 FC, really dominant team, came in here and got the job done.
They certainly did, and as we move towards the full match stats, plenty of shots, 18 apiece. But you look at the shots on target, FC Tulsa did have 7. We must remember, as I said at half-time, Aaron Malloy had a shot against the bar as well, which doesn't count on shots on target. The possession closed up. FC Tulsa did take it to this impressive 901 side in the second half.
It did. To their credit, they came out strong in the second half, did a better job taking care of the ball, created chances, and that's where it's going to be a bit of a disappointment from an FC Tulsa perspective, because as you can see, they created opportunities, 7 shots on target, and you have to put some of those in to start getting wins. And unfortunately for them, Memphis 901 FC, just a really strong side, came in composed, organized, well coached, come and get the 3 points.
Let's have a look at the upcoming schedule for an FC Tulsa team that have drawn their 3 previous to this and now a defeat, and it doesn't get any easier, does it? You have to go to Lou City next, Anna.
Yeah, FC Tulsa, as we mentioned, no easy game. They've had some success on the road getting some ties, whereas last season it took them a bit to get a point on the road. So from that perspective, I think Blair Gavin feels confident going on the road. They've had some decent performances, but it's going to be tough at Louisville City. They won't be back at home until late June, so a tough schedule ahead, Dave.
Anna, thank you so much, as always, for your company here. Alas, it is another home defeat for FC Tulsa. They'll need to pick themselves up, as we said, on that next game at Lou City, then Monterey Bay and Loudoun United FC, before coming back in just under a month to home to Orange County SC. Well, it's been quite a night here. Aaron Malloy and Bradley Bourgeois got us underway. FC Tulsa tried to push their way into this game. It was a tough-fought game. It was a 0-0 stalemate at half-time, and then Aaron Malloy got the second goal on the night, which ultimately proved to be the winner. We will do it all again here from One Oak Field from against Orange County SC on the 17th of June. Thanks to all our team here, and we will see you again next time. It finishes FC Tulsa 1, Memphis 901 FC 2.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.